What's going on, everybody? Welcome to week 6. We're back. We missed last week. We had a tough week overall as a set. I want to first welcome, we got Crane back.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
And we got CWheel joining us for the first time.
Happy to be here. Welcome.
We have a very cramped set here today. Last week,
Don't
obviously,
forget the dog as well.
Oh, and we got
Yes,
Bella's.
Bella's here.
Bella's here.
We love animals. We love the pets and the cats and the dogs.
Last week,
Keep it rolling.
Last week we did post our picks to Twitter.
He's getting Jimmy Chooch.
If you did see that. So I went 5-8. I had a brutal week. Zach 8-5 led the way. Nate Dogg 6-7. Cody 7-6. Season.
Oh my God! See,
Much better.
you just hit on your putter, and I think it hit Bella, bro.
No.
Overall record: Nate Dogg has jumped into first place in the season standings by a game over me. Zach is hovering around 500, and Cody's making his way back up after a tough start. Overall records also on the screen. Get the locks later. We're going to jump right into week 6. Got the Niners taking on the Seahawks. The Seahawks are plus 3.5 at home, coming off a very difficult loss for me against the Giants. Zach, open us up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure with the injuries here with the Niners. I don't know who's coming back. I know
CMC's still gone.
Yeah, I know Ayuk's out there. Kittle is. Yeah, I mean, I'm laying the 3.5 with the 49ers here. This is all 49ers. It's a good rivalry, but roll it. It's going to be a touchdown game. Niners here. I love it.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks plus 3.5. I was obviously very concerned with what I saw last week. We made Daniel Jones look like a very talented quarterback, which without Malik Neighbors, which was obviously highly concerning. This week at home, we need to get right. The swing from being 4-2 and 2 games up on the Niners with the tiebreak versus both 3-3 not having the tiebreak is massive. I'm going to take the Seahawks. We get Boye Mafe back this week. I think the Seahawks will win this game outright. Take the 3.5.
This was a tough one for me. Like, as you can see, like, this team really needs McCaffrey back. Like, they just haven't looked that great. It's been a rough go for the Niners. But in this spot, I know it's a divisional game. It's an important game for both teams to get that top spot in the division. I'm going to be taking the 49ers minus the 3.5. I think the sharp play is to bet them to win by 6.
Yes, bro.
6
Yes.
points,
Yes.
I'm telling you.
For this matchup, I'm going to take the Seahawks because I think without McCaffrey, the Niners are just not the same team. So I'm going to take the Seahawks with this one.
Good pick.
Yeah, I'm also on the Seahawks in this game. Divisional game at the 12. San Fran missing McCaffrey, and then they're in a lot of close games. They're not looking as dominant as they were at this point in years past. So at Seattle, I think it'll be a scrap. So I'm picking Seattle with the points.
Yeah, following the train, but for different reasons. Seahawks, I'd take a money line. I think Gino. QB4 Gino is he's doing it what he needs to do, and he's carrying that offense.
Yes,
So
sir.
He loves
I'm gonna take
football. Gino loves
I guess
football.
Geno Smith is that guy.
Next up, we head across the pond again. We got the Jaguars and the Bears. The Jaguars, first of 2 games in London. They are taking on the Chicago Bears, who are really, playing pretty decent football. They're 3-2. They're a 1.5 favorite in London. CWheel, I'll start with you. Are you laying the short number with the Bears, or are you taking T-Law and the boys?
I can't touch T-Law ever, so it doesn't matter the matchup.
371.
But Caleb Williams is rolling. It looks like he's improving every game, and I don't see how they slow down against the Jaguars. I can't see that.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears as well. Trevor Lawrence against that Chicago Bears defense, I think is going to have a very 500 day.
Your dog's hammered.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to struggle in this one. Caleb Williams does look better and better every week as he gets going more. So give me the Bears.
I'm going to take the Jaguars here because I personally think the Bears are going to cover, so I'm going to take the Jags because I feel like I'm going to get this one wrong.
That's the shit.
I'm going to take the Jags minus 1.5 and... Oh, no.
That's
Jaguars
the logic,
plus
bro.
1.5.
No, that's good logic, though.
I think Lawrence gets it.
He thinks the Bears are going to win, so he's going to take the Jaguars.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
For
that's
this
how...
year,
That's
you
not
gotta
bad.
pay yourself.
Yeah.
Sure.
Too obvious.
Does anybody smell that?
Fish.
I mean, there's no way they steal 2 like last week, bro.
Smells like a fishy lime.
The Colts.
Minus 1.5, the Bears?
Yeah.
Against the Jaguars,
It's the Jaguars' home stadium.
who just won a game. They're 1-5.
Yeah, I don't
Listen,
know.
the Jaguars beat the Bills outright last year in London.
Right.
T-Law's going to go back to his second home, his home away from home, and he's going to do damage.
All right, I like that.
Caleb Williams ain't ever played over there across the pond. It's over. The game's already done. Put your money.
Yeah,
sprinkle
one
it.
good game versus
The plus
Carolina,
money with the
everyone's
Jags.
saying
I smell a fishy lime.
I like it.
This team they've looked good. The Bears have looked decent, and they're 1-point favorites against the Jaguars, who are 1-4. Make it make sense, Vegas. Come on, man.
I'll concur with that. I'm going to take the Jaguars as well, plus 1.5. Again, more to Cody's point, it's like their home stadium. They've been doing this for years now. And quietly, if you look at the Jaguars' schedule, they just beat the Colts. They have a game against the Bears. If they get this one, they have London again against the Patriots next week. Suddenly, you look up, they're 3-4 and are in the picture. Just saying.
Still got Doug Peterson as a head coach, though.
Yeah.
But, hey, what can you do, right?
I like the Jaguars. I think they win, and T-Law, let's see.
The Jags were destined to get their first win sooner or later. It's hard to trust them though. They have a lot of talent, but you don't really know what's going on over there. For the Bears, it's like Caleb Williams is starting to play better, but I feel like they're an up and down team. They're riding off a high right now. I'm gonna go with the Jags here.
Wow, it's 4 straight.
I don't love it. I don't like this game at all. I don't like this spot, but I think the Jags can kind of get something going. They have a lot of studs on that team, so hopefully they win this game.
All right, moving on. 1 o'clock window, we get the Commanders, the red-hot Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking the league by storm, going to Baltimore, take on the Ravens, who are still laying a hefty number, 6.5 at home. Zach,
It's like a doppelganger quarterback.
This is a very fun matchup. Daniels, Lamar, who do you got? Are you laying close to a touchdown with the Ravens?
I guess I'm just going to go with the hot hand right now, and that's Jaden Daniels plus, 6.5?
Yeah.
I mean, he can make this game close. The Ravens, we've seen them be very shaky.
Raiders game.
In games where they need to get something done, they kind of they drift away from that, and they can't really get it done. This is a game like that where Jaden Daniels, he's taken the NFL by storm, and I think this is a great spot for the Commanders plus 6.5.
This is a tough one. I was back and forth on this one. I thought it was one of the tougher lines of the week. I'm going to take the Commanders to cover. I think it's a little too many points for a team. The Ravens haven't, shown remarkable consistency by any means yet. I think they will as we continue to inch towards November, December. But I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from the Commanders. If they win this game, the league is going to be very much on notice. If they're not already, I think McLaurin, Brian Robinson, they're all great starts, obviously, for fantasy. I think this could get a little loose. I think this could be a higher scoring game. I will take the Commanders to probably lose by a field goal, plus 6.5.
I'm going to be taking Baltimore Ravens and King Henry and King Lamar because nobody on this defensive line out in Washington is going to stop this guy. This guy is a 250-pound wrecking ball.
No.
And they never seen a running back yet this year. They're like him. They're 4-1. He's going to go in there. It's at home. They're going to be buzzing. The boys are going to be gassed. Harbaugh's going to be loving life. They're going to be up by 20 at halftime. This game's going to be a big blowout.
Is this a shock to Jaden Daniels?
No, yeah, a little bit. His welcome to the NFL is week 1 against the
it
Bucs.
seems like in every big moment Henry comes through. So if this game comes to the wire, I'd live bet a Derrick Henry touchdown for sure. Guaranteed.
I also think I think the Ravens cover because I think Daniels has to have a bad game, get roughed around one of these games. Maybe it's in
Are
Baltimore.
you predicting an injury?
I think they could lose by 7. Take the Ravens.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with the Commanders here to cover the spread for a couple reasons. One, I don't like the Ravens. And 2, I think what Jaden Daniels has shown to this point, very surprising, very impressive. The Ravens secondary, they allowed the most big plays through the years so far this season. So I think Jaden Daniels can keep this game close enough to take some chances in that secondary and be a close game.
Yeah, so I'm 50-50. I think that if the Commanders, their running backs like Brian Robinson, if those guys are healthy, I think I would take the Commanders' points, because that's a lot of points. But if Brian Robinson doesn't play, I'd take Ravens.
What's your official pick?
You gotta
you gotta commit on
official
the show.
pick. You have to
You can't-
commit to
Oh,
one.
okay.
Crane tried to do that.
I
You
got
can't
you.
do that.
I'm taking the Commanders. I think he's gonna play.
Plus 6.5. Moving right along, we got NFC South battle. The Buccaneers going to the Big Easy to take on the New Orleans Saints. The Saints, no Derek Carr. He's going to be out for several weeks with the oblique
injury.
The Buccaneers are 3.5-point favorites on the road. So we'll kick it right back to you. Are you laying over a field goal with the Bucs?
I'm going with the Saints
Oh,
for
Trump.
reasons
Sharp.
because I think I love Kamara.
Oh yeah, big Kamara guy.
If Taysom Hill is in there, Taysom Hill, Kamara, all those guys, that run game, they don't have to throw the ball. They're just going to run all over them. That's what I think. I think they can get there.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking the Buccaneers in this game. They're firing on all cylinders on offense, and then you go into a New Orleans Saints home field advantage. Well, advantage, if you want to call it that, without Derek Carr, but I'm going to take the Bucs to win this relatively easily.
I'll take the Buccaneers minus 3.5. I think without Derek Carr, I don't think Derek Carr is that good, but I think he's better than Rattler, and I think Baker's pretty good enough to win by more than 3.
You know a lot about Rattler and shit.
Rattler.
I know. Is
You watch him play?
he good?
Where are you going to call
Two,
it?
but
South Carolina.
Good shit.
I know that.
Young
Wait,
man.
is he
The
starting?
You knew that?
Rattler, yeah.
Oh yeah, Rattler's saying the start.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Buccaneers can win by 4.
I'm riding along with CWheel here. I'm gonna ride on that horse. I think the Saints are gonna beat this team outright. I don't even want the 3.5. I'm gonna take it though, because that's what we do on the show. We take the points.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna be maybe a little drizzle on the money line. I think Spencer Rattler could shock the Buccaneers potentially. Spencer Rattler's the type of guy who wants to get the superstars the ball, and I know he's gonna try to force it to Olave. So for those fantasy guys,
Those picks, man.
look at Olave to bounce back this week. For a guy who wants to throw the ball to his superstars, he wants the ball in Olave's hand. He said it. He's been vocal about it. He wants Olave to have the ball. So
Yeah.
give me the Saints. I love
It's
it.
either an Olave week or 3 picks.
Yeah.
I love the Buccaneers in this spot.
Yeah, come on,
No
mate.
offense. No offense.
I get it.
I
It's
think.
so much.
It's
I-
50-50 literally. So it's
Listen,
all good.
I think the Bucks can win this game by 14 points.
I like it.
I
I actually
think-
love it.
I think
And now, if it was in Tampa Bay, I think the line would be like 5.5 or something, and I'd feel a little more comfortable actually because New Orleans is a historically tough place to play. But Spencer Rattler, we haven't seen anything from him. The offense isn't really clicking to begin with. They had those first 2 weeks that were great. Cody's watching his Yankees, very distracting. They had the first 2 weeks that were tremendous, but really they fizzled out. They've lost 3 straight, even with Derek Carr and that consistency. So I really don't see. And Dennis Allen's a bozo. So not that Todd Bowles is like great, but his defenses will give Rattler a lot of tough looks. So I will lay the 3.5 comfortably with the Buccaneers.
I don't think
like,
Dennis Allen's a good coach.
Nah, he might be first fired. Well, no, he's not.
I'm gonna go just like based off percentages here. Like, how many times does a rookie QB come in, or is he a rookie?
No, he was drafted
Yes.
last year.
Yeah.
Who?
No.
Yeah,
This year.
He's
Rattler, yeah,
a
he's a
young
rookie,
QB.
right?
How many times do young QB come in
Oh, no.
and beat like a solid team? Not even just forget about like when has a rookie ever come in, a young quarterback, and like beat a team like first game? I don't know. Like I don't know what the stats behind that. I don't know. I'm gonna just go with that. Like I think I agree with CBA here. This is gonna be a big summer blowout. Tuck my between my legs type of play here. I think it's Bucks by 14, like CBA said. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is gonna be a blowout.
Biggest spread of the week, the Cleveland Browns. Probably the worst vibes of any team in football right now. Just very depressing over there in Cleveland. Going to Philadelphia, take on the Eagles coming off a bye. They're favored by 8.5. Like I said, largest spread of the week. Zach, are you laying?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel like big number. I'm gonna try to keep this game close. I'm gonna go with the Browns. I don't even know why. It's just like
Give me
it's my
one
initial feeling. I mean, their offense is so inconsistent. Like Deshaun Watson has no idea what he's doing. But they're so down right now where they got to go a little up. So I think they're gonna lose by like 4 or 6. Yeah, like something like that. So yeah, I think they can keep this close. I'm gonna go with the Browns here.
I agree with taking the Browns, but I disagree with their inconsistent. They're consistently bad. Like,
Yeah.
They haven't been good really at all. I mean,
That's why they're just down, so they gotta go a little up. Like, that's
8.5 is a lot of points for once again a team that hasn't been tremendous by any means. Now they will get AJ Brown back this week. I think Devontae Smith as well.
both practice.
So which will be huge, obviously. But I don't really care. I think the Eagles win this game, but I think 8.5. I don't think they've done anything to prove themselves to be an 8.5 point favorite against anybody. So I'm going to take the Browns plus 8.5. I think they'll keep it relatively close. I think we sneak out with a backdoor cover. Give me the Browns.
Yeah, I'm all over the Browns as well. These two. The Eagles' defense
It's going to be
has
hard to get a
looked.
sweep 6 guys.
yeah.
The Eagles' defense has looked really bad, in my opinion. So I'm gonna take the Browns. It's a lot of points, 8.5. I understand the game's in Philly. I understand they're off all this rest. They had the bye week, whatever. It's a Sirianni coach team. He's one of the worst coaches I've ever seen in the NFL.
Dennis Allen or Nick Sirianni? Who would you rather have?
I'd probably rather have Dennis Allen, dude.
Okay.
Sirianni's very egotistical, very he's just one of the worst. Like him in the press conference just makes me so he just irks me. Rubs me the wrong way. Give me the Browns plus 8.5.
I'm gonna have to go against them both. I think Eagles cover 9 points because I think the receivers in the Browns are done running routes hard. I think I think the linemen want.
They might be.
I think linemen want to get.
It's not even
Watson
this-
gets sacked. I think Watson's just a cancer.
Yeah.
No one likes him, and
Bro, when's
I
the
think they
last time
stopped
the
trying.
Eagles won a game by 9?
so I think.
I don't even know.
But dude, the Browns are so bad.
Yeah, the Browns, the only thing more depressing than the colors right now is their play,
Wow.
like Colton said. The Eagles are fresh off a bye week. They got AJ Brown coming back and Devonta Smith most likely coming back. So, I don't know, yes, at the same time, the Eagles haven't been a team that, I can confidently say that, they got this. But, them being at home off a bye week with their playmakers back, why not? I think they can do it. Give me the
Sure.
Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, basically for that same reason, I'm taking the Eagles. I think that they have a chance. I mean, I don't think they're out of the playoff picture. I mean, I think if they don't beat the Browns by 9, then they should kiss that goodbye for sure. I think the Browns are the worst team in the league.
They're bad, dude.
Yeah, them versus Panthers would be close.
Yeah, another divisional matchup here. We got the Indianapolis Colts at 2-3, taking on the Tennessee Titans off of bye. Titans finally got a win on Monday Night Football the week prior against the Dolphins.
Rudolph.
The Titans are plus 1.5. Anthony Richardson is still listed as questionable last time I checked. Joe Flacco obviously coming off 2 very fun performances. I would say the Titans probably want Anthony Richardson to start over Joe Flacco. Titans a short home dog. CWheel, which way are you leaning?
I'm gonna lean Titans, definitely. I think either way, to be honest, that Taylor might not play, correct?
Yeah, he's still questionable. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
Taylor is. I don't think he's playing personally, and I'm gonna stick with that. If he's not playing, either of them doesn't matter. Titans.
I'm going to go with the Colts in this game, in the close one. But I think this is the emergence of Josh Downs with Michael Pittman down this offense.
I agree with that.
This game's just 50-50.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea. So I'm just going to go Titans
That's
because they're
sharp
at home.
analysis right there.
Because they're at home, man.
That's a good edge. Not bad.
I mean,
Sharp.
they're 50-50.
Yeah. No.
With that being said, it is a sharp edge. This guy's always on his shit. It's very sharp. I'm gonna be taking the Colts because I believe in Joe Flacco still. I believe he's that guy. I believe he can go out there and ball. Like, it doesn't matter what team he's on. He was doing it with the Browns last year. Brought him to the playoffs. I think he could literally do that with the Colts, but Anthony Richardson's just going to be a thorn in his side all year. I'm going to take the Colts, though, against the Titans.
I thought you said you were taking it.
No, the Colts.
Oh, why'd you say he was sharp then?
I was joking.
Sorry, that went over my head bad.
You're taking the Titans, aren't you?
I am taking the Titans. I'm pretty sure, you can fact check this, I think I've taken the Titans every single week this year. I don't know why. But I'm taking them again. I'm taking them again here. I like the Titans. Their defense is pretty solid. I really like their defense. Their front four is, I think, can get after. I think Richardson's going to play. I know you guys are saying Joe Flacco, but I'm pretty
Who
sure
knows, man?
he's questionable. Either way, I like the Titans.
Yeah, 100%.
The Colts secondary has been pretty atrocious. They have not been able to cover anybody. The Jaguars just lit them up for T-Law through for 371. I think the Titans will find success, and I think being at home, I don't trust the Colts in any way. So I'm taking the Titans. I have again a problem picking them every week, but I'm taking them again here.
I mean, T.Law lit him up, but like he's a good quarterback, and I feel like that team should be better. So I don't. It's
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts here. I'm gonna back up what Cody was saying. Joe Flacco. That's pretty much it. Just the veteran presence gets this done. It's a 50-50 game. I'm just gonna go with the Colts.
Fellas on the Titans.
And any loss. You can thank the coaching for that. I blame that on coaching.
All right, next one, a tricky game in my opinion. The Texans heading up to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. Drake May debut, getting his start. Brissett heading to the Pine. The Patriots are +7 at home. Zachary LaPalm. Where are we going here? Drake May, believe
Drake
it?
May. He's
Bella
getting his
cannot
start.
stop licking me.
Can't really say well deserved because that team just sucks. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Texans here. I don't know. The Pats have shown me nothing. They look terrible. I was watching the Pats and Dolphins. That was like the worst football game I've ever seen in my life. I don't like. We got to see something from them offensively before you can start picking the Patriots. That's kind of how it's going for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go. What is it?
+7 or -7.
Oh
Sorry.
man, I wish it was 6.5. But yeah, Texans -7.
All right. I'm gonna take another one. This one and the Commanders Ravens. I was back and forth a lot. I am gonna settle with the Patriots +7. I think May gives enough of a spark. I think the guys will really want to play for him. I think anytime you change to a rookie quarterback, it gets the juices flowing, especially on such a anemic offense, a team that hasn't done anything offensively. I think that might get them going just enough. The Texans have had issues. They're not as explosive as I was thinking they were going to be with all these weapons. Nico Collins now on the IR. I think the Patriots will keep it close. I think this could be a sneaky game where the Patriots could actually win outright. I don't think they do, but I think they cover.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Texans here in Foxborough. May have a hard time. You get it, May have a hard time in his first NFL start. He did look good in the preseason from what I watched. He had a couple good drives. One of them was like in the pouring rain in Foxborough, so he was just handing the ball off. But I don't think he's gonna get it done by 7. Like I think the Texans, even though they just lost Nico, I think Dell could have a big day. Diggs, Schultz. These are all veterans that I think it's going to be tough for Drake May to match. He hasn't practiced, so probably not. He's out. I
Akers
think.
again.
Yeah, so it's gonna. The veterans are gonna take this game over. Drake May, like he doesn't have any NFL experience. If he wins this game outright,
And he has
Would
no
be
weapons.
very
it's a shock.
impressive.
I wouldn't say he has weapons. Like,
No, I say he has no weapons.
yeah, I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah,
He's screwed.
I mean, I guess if you want to call like Antonio Gibson and Hunter Henry.
I'm gonna take the Texans too, -7, because
They've had a lone wolf.
I don't think they're gonna. Patriots are gonna lose by 3 or like 5 or 6. Or I think it'll either be a push or Texans get them because Stroud's just that much better than me, and the weapons, and the defense.
Yeah, you know, Drake May's first start. I
Lone
think
wolf
they're
in
going to
this
struggle to
bitch.
move the ball. Texans, even without Nico Collins, you know, they still got Stephon Diggs, they got Tank
Schultz,
Dales, they got Don Schultz will probably get more involved now.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
his
Dalton
production's
Schultz.
going to go
He
up.
got involved last week when
Yeah.
when Nico went out.
Yeah, it's sad though what it took, but like they got plenty of playmakers, and I don't think the Pats are going to score.
Xavier
very much.
Hutchinson's sneaky too. That
Yeah,
was nice.
he's all over them
Anytime,
too.
bro.
Xavier Hutchinson.
Yeah,
He's a
maybe.
player.
Yeah, give me the Texans.
I'm actually gonna go with the Patriots. Reason I think the Texans they've been getting wins so far off their talent, but if you look at their defensive EPA and offensive, I know this because I did research on the Texans specifically. They're like for defense, they're bottom 10 in the league in both categories, running and passing. And for offense, they're good for passing because of Stroud, but for rushing, they don't have Mixon most likely again. They're like they're 23rd through 5 weeks. Going Patriots, until they improve that, I don't think I could take them by a touchdown anywhere.
All right, next up we got the Cardinals and the Packers, two teams that have been up and down. The Cardinals obviously shocking the 49ers last week. They're going into Green Bay as 5.5-point dogs. CWheel, do you like Jordan Love or Kyler Murray to get it done on Sunday? Tough line.
Dude,
That's tough.
what is that points? I think Marv's due for a big week.
I hope so.
It's over.
Thanks,
Definitely
man.
possible.
Give me cards. Give me Cardinals.
I hope so.
Plus 5.5. That's crazy. That's a crazy.
I also
amount of
agree
points.
with Cody's theory though.
Yeah, this is a
About
great
the
game.
Cardinals.
This is a great game for fantasy players. I think Sunday. I anticipate a very high scoring
Jaden
game.
Reed.
High scoring.
Yo,
affair between
everybody
the
say it's
Cardinals.
a week for Marv. Everybody, bro.
Oh, yeah,
It's a week
tomorrow,
for
guys.
Give me Marv.
Yes, Cardinals Packers. I think will be a very high scoring game, but with that being said, I don't think anyone's playing defense, so I feel like the Cardinals can keep it close enough to lose within a touchdown or even cover and maybe even win.
I'm gonna have to take the Packers -5.5, just because.
You're a
like,
Packers fan, right?
No, just because like Marvin, like there's a lot of like unknowns going on over there. Like, why is he getting the targets? Why are they? It's just a lot of unknowns. I think Packers at home could get them.
wild.
Cardinals defense isn't very good either, so
Those are Marv fraud
I
allegations.
think Packers
He's
win.
getting targets.
I'm on board with Will, man. We were talking about this before the little talk show here. It comes down to this. I think Kyler Murray, he loves his Call of Duty. We all know this, but he's very
He got a
selfish.
sponsorship.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's just a very selfish person. It seems like
It's a good theory. I like it.
his ego very high when he talks to the media. I remember after week 1
Yeah.
He hates Kyler Murray.
when Marvin had 2 targets.
He's gonna make up for being 5'2".
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. Those
Wow,
points.
you were
that
driving
points
left and you
crazy.
pulled it right. Wow.
Oh shit.
No, I actually like the Packers in this spot. I'm going to lay the
He's a
5.5
winner,
points. I think this is a classic
Jordan Love.
kind of overreacting. I am a huge Jordan Love fan. Dynasty quarterback. Led me to a championship. Going to lead me to a second. Anyway,
Yo, Wick's looking good, bro.
minus 5.5. I like the Packers in the spot. I think this is a very overreact spot for the Cardinals. They just beat the 49ers. Everybody thinks they're like
So
decent
bad.
again.
They
They're
suck.
not that great. I think they have a lot of issues. They're just not, I don't think, a great team. But in this spot, I think Jaden Reed has a big day. I think Wicks has a big day. Look for Kraft to get into the end zone at least once, maybe twice. Sprinkle that. So I like the Packers to win and cover. I just can't picture short little Kyler Murray going to Lambeau and lighting it up.
With his little helmet and his little
Yeah,
jersey,
yeah, yeah.
as Cody
Running
said. it
around
best.
like in circles in the backfield. Not going to happen. Give me the Packers.
Yeah,
Selfish.
I need Marv to have a big week. I hope he does for my sake. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers here. I think they're a much better team. I agree with CVA. Like the Cards are off a high. They're not beating this team. It's not gonna happen.
NFL. You can't overreact.
The number is what?
5.5.
5.5 for a reason. It's because the Packers are gonna
Like
lay
that.
it down on the Cards. So Packers.
All right, I think this is into the 4 o'clock
The
window now. We
North,
got
baby.
the Chargers at the Broncos. Bo Nix looked pretty good last week. Chargers coming off a bye week. The Broncos are 3-point home dogs. Zach?
I guess I'm just going with the home team, the home dogs, hungry home dogs here. I don't have a ton of analysis on this game, if I'm being completely honest. The Broncos looked solid last week, so I'm just going to go based off that. They're at home. They're dogs, +3 Broncos.
I'm gonna back that as well. I'm gonna take the Broncos +3. Probably this is actually I think the game I feel least good about in the whole week. Chargers off a bye, Harbaugh off a bye. That kind of feels a little scary against a Denver team that's not really great at anything besides their secondary. Pat Surtain is nasty. Probably best corner in the league.
Well, obviously you're going to say that after his fucking...
No, but that's been
Dude,
true.
he's done that every
a
single
while.
week, bro.
Yeah.
He's also...
But yeah, obviously, yeah.
I mean, that is the hardest position, too, but he's definitely...
Yeah, I think he's like a top 10 NFL player.
He's destroyed wide receiver ones this year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I think
Absolutely destroyed, like sittable.
and you're playing a team that doesn't even really have a wide receiver one in the Chargers. Like they're kind of just a
Very
a bunch of wide receiver 2s and 3s. So I think the Broncos can do enough. I think this could be a push. Honestly, I feel like this has like 27-24 or 24-21 written all over it. But I'll take the Broncos. We're getting points. Yeah.
I'm going to be taking the Broncos as well. I think Pat Surtain is great, and I love the way Sean Payton's coaching this offense. So I'm going to be taking the Broncos.
I'm gonna also be taking the Broncos. I think the Herbert hype is kind of slowly faded away. No one thinks he's that guy anymore. And Sean Payton at home, I think he'd win this game.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers here.
Yeah.
I feel like Chargers off a bye week, playing against Bo Nix. Both defenses are very good, so I anticipate a very low-scoring defensive game. But with that being said, I think it legit just comes down to Herbert or Bo Nix, and I'm taking Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I agree with Nate Dogg for sure. What you're saying, Herbert he's healthy. He's gonna be healthy, playing
his
this
ankle
week.
again. His ankle was a
He's
balloon a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah,
He's
I mean, I know
questionable.
we can't. I'm assuming he's healthy since he had the bye week. So assuming he's healthy, I'm definitely going Chargers.
I don't think Jim Harbaugh doesn't allow him to sit anyway. We talked
Yeah,
about this,
okay,
so
cool.
I don't
Yeah,
think he's allowed.
sounds
I don't
good.
think he's allowed to sit.
Let's have Dobby run wild. Dobby run wild. Hopefully, Be another big week for him. Another 10
I
yards
hope so.
per carry game.
Next up, we got Nate Dogg Steelers, who are also reeling, kind of like the Seahawks, honestly.
Yeah.
They're 3-2, heading to Las Vegas, the Dome,
The Dome.
right?
The Dome.
Taking on the Raiders. The Raiders have maybe the ugliest quarterback controversy going on over there of all time between Minshew and O'Connell. I believe it's officially O'Connell. I don't know. I don't really care. Raiders +3. CWheel. Pick this disgusting game. No offense, Nate Dogg.
Be good.
Start Russell.
I mean, disgusting as in lopsided. Yes, but yeah. I mean, Steelers for sure. I'm taking Steelers -3. I mean, I don't think it matters who starts at QB there. Fields is gonna run all over him. Najee will, and Pickens really doesn't have to do anything. But
He has.
He doesn't usually.
if Russ I don't know. Either way, however it works. I'm taking Steelers.
Nate Dogg.
I don't-
Wait, they're
think
not
the
going to
Raiders-
start Russ for
No, of
until
course they
Fields
won't. No.
I mean,
That's
there's lots
just we're
to
just
say.
trolling.
What do you think
Yeah.
of Pickens throwing the guy by the face mask, Nate Dogg?
Yeah, man.
I think they got to. I think
I saw
Fields
that.
should definitely throw him the ball, but I don't see the Raiders. Raiders have no one.
But there's
Raiders
also
have-
a problem where Fields
Raiders
can't
no
throw
run
the
game,
ball.
no nothing.
I'm assuming you're taking
Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers here. Also, I think it helps very much that Christian Wilkins, he's out for
That's true.
a couple weeks, so maybe once I don't know where it is, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Steelers in a bounce back game against a very susceptible Raiders defense. I think George Fields last week, he wasn't the problem. The problem was the Steelers they want to play George Pickens
Russell Wilson gets 30% that game,
snaps.
Nate Dogg. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, Pickens got benched for a lot of Van Jefferson, a lot of Calvin Austin.
Van Jefferson.
And I don't know why he was on the sidelines, but whatever.
Yeah.
Assuming
He
they
shows
actually
himself.
finally start giving him the ball, I'll feel way more confident about Steelers picks if I know that he's getting the ball. But regardless, Raiders, Aiden O'Connell's going to start now too. I think Steelers defense have a very good bounce back game against
TJ
them.
Watt may murder him.
Yeah,
It's gonna get ugly.
I think Steelers are in for a rebound game with this.
So we're talking about George Pickens, and we're having the same discussion about George Pickens we always do, which is he should be this and that, but he's never that good.
You know about that
Bro,
playing, right?
But that's
If
not
you're
true.
going one way
It's
with the
not that
Raiders.
he's not good. He's getting open. He actually is. He has
Well,
separation.
how many years have
he
we
gets
said
separation.
this? How many years have we said this?
What QB is he had?
I mean,
That's- we've said that always.
Has he had 1,000
In
yard
fantasy,
season?
Has he
Wow.
had
Yeah,
what
last
last
year,
QB?
Yeah,
has
last
he
year,
had?
yes.
Did he have Ben Roethlisberger ever or no?
No.
I don't know.
Well then, yeah.
You
What
know
does he
who
have?
could have
I
some on
would
that
have told
bench?
you that.
Yeah, no.
Great
For,
football
hey,
fella.
Well, that's the only
for
time he's going to get
Pickens,
the ball.
just
for
Pickens,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love Russ for Pickens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say Russ is going to win games more than,
I'll say if you don't.
well, the last drive. Bring him in for the fourth. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll take Raiders.
That'd be
I'll take
perfect.
Raiders plus 3.
That'd be perfect. Yeah. Imagine.
First team to ever do that.
The weirdest
They have
QB
quarter
guys
one.
in the
That would be
No, it's just
awesome.
like Pickens
Yeah,
have him in
right.
fantasy.
I know.
It's like every game. It's the
Bro,
same.
they just
It's
have-
like
Who are you
Me too, man.
picking?
Me too, man.
Raiders plus 3. Raiders
Plus
plus
So
3.
they just said, Steve, they just have like a walkout song for
Yeah,
every
fact.
fourth quarter.
It's like a closer.
I'm not saying that confidently. It's probably gonna lose. All my bets will lose.
I'm with Will. I'm on the Raiders
We
plus
get two
3 as well.
Raiders.
I'm big on Aiden O'Connell. I think AOC is a monster. I love the way he plays the game. He plays it with integrity. He plays it with intent. I'm all about it. He plays the game.
That was
goofy, right? You're serious?
No, I'm serious.
He's dead serious.
Well, he's still taking the Raiders.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's just being honest.
Dude, he plays the game at an elite level. And I think Devontae Adams is going to wish he was in this game because the ball's going to be in the air and you're going to have Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is about to go crazy. Brock Bowers is about to go crazy.
Are you dead ass?
I mean, yeah, the Raiders plus 3 is...
Alright.
I'm very surprised we're split here. I really thought this was going to be a lot more Steelers. I'm on the Steelers minus 3, and you can call me a square here. It seems too easy, but I just I'm fine with being a square on this one because like the Raiders have nothing. Like Max Crosby, hilarious, like chirping Bo Nix. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
That was very funny. He's obviously their best player right now. And Brock Bowers, I think, will get his share of targets. But again, TJ Watt's going to murder Aiden O'Connell.
So you're predicting an injury?
He might. No, I don't know. I'll leave that to Will Crane, but he might die. I'm not saying he's going to get injured, but he might die. I don't know.
Okay, so he's gonna die.
Big blowout,
Aiden
right?
O'Connell's going to get.
Aiden O'Connell, man, if you're listening.
Aiden O'Connell should like call in sick.
Wear one of those Halo
I
things.
don't think it's going
AOC
to
is
What's the final
tough.
score?
Y'all are
Yeah,
bugging, bro.
I think it's 20-6 Steelers.
AOC is
And
tough.
we're spending way too much time on this shitty game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
No,
There's a lot of tension with the Raiders right now, and Devontae, he's kind of causing it. Everybody, they need their captain, their leader on the field, and that's what he is. It's just there's a lot of tension. Who knows what's going on in Oakland, dude? They're not gonna win this game. Like they're not. Whatever. In fucking Las Vegas. But yeah, I'm going with the Steelers here. It's all Steelers here. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a fishy play, but
Stretch here. We got the Falcons at the Panthers. The Panthers are plus 6.5 at home. I don't have much to open this game with, so I'll just let you start. Yeah, they're 1-4.
Sorry, the Red Rocket.
Yep, he's still there.
Still
slinging it.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Kirk's coming off a high right now.
Due for 500.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
he's a good quarterback. If you guys didn't figure that out yet, he's got weapons. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the hot hand, Kirk minus 6.5. Clearly, they have way more weapons. They're a better team. Kirk's on fire right now, and he's gonna show them what a real quarterback looks like.
Give me the Panthers plus 6.5.
I'm
Another team. Again, you never feel good taking the Panthers, but
Yeah, that's exactly what.
their defense is Swiss cheese out there. They're getting shredded left and right. Daltons are not really doing much. They suck as an organization. So give me them at home here plus 6.5. Just slightly too many points.
Xavier Legette.
It's everything's pointing to the Falcons. That's when you switch.
That's exactly how I felt, but I didn't do
Yeah,
it. So
I gotta do it. I gotta do it. It's gross. I don't want to think about it. I'm not gonna just put it on my card and move on.
Sharp, very sharp.
Panthers plus 6.5.
I think Kirk Cousins is going to get it done in this game. I understand it's in Carolina, but he's playing Andy Dalton. And they even let Bryce Young come in the game last week. That's how bad Dalton was. He was very bad last week. So I'm going to take the Falcons, who are very hot right now. I think they continue that. They didn't suffer any injuries. Everybody's healthy, and they're ready to go. So give me the Falcons.
I think with a divisional matchup, I think Carolina at home could lose less by 7. I don't think Dalton's that bad. Chuba Hubbard's actually turns out to be pretty good. He's not bad.
Chuba. Jonathan Brooks might get some work.
And I don't know if Atlanta's D's that good, but maybe Chuba can get like 80 yards.
Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah,
Dog loves home dogs already.
I do with especially with divisional games and the spreads like
Divisional dogs.
more than
Call
five-
Nate
more than
divisional
four,
dogs.
more than five. But I'm going with the Falcons here. in this
Oh,
game.
he bucks the trend.
Yeah, Falcons and offensively they're on firing on all cylinders. Their Falcons defense too. I think it'll give Andy Dalton a little more problems.
They can't really rush the passer. Just saying.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I feel like Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons.
No,
I think Dalton
that's
Oakland
nasty.
is susceptible to mistakes. Falcons, it's all birds.
Yeah, I think Falcons go up by 2 scores in the first quarter, and then
Don't look
Bijan
at
runs for 200 yards the rest of the game.
I hope so, baby.
It's over. I mean, I don't see how that doesn't happen.
I don't.
It's the game of the week. The Lions heading to Dallas take on the Cowboys.
Oh, wow.
The Cowboys are plus 3. They've lost a couple straight home games. They did win last week, obviously on the road in Pittsburgh. CWheel, are we taking Cody's Cowboys?
Yeah, off the bye. I'm going to take Lions. Lions minus 3 on the road. They're going to go in there, run all over the weak Dallas defense. That's going to be it.
I like it.
I like
I
that.
fucking love that.
Yeah, I'm also on the Lions because you take the number 1 rushing attack in the league off a bye week, going into Dallas, who's winless there to this point. No Micah Parsons, no DeMarcus Lawrence. I think the Lions really win the line of scrimmage in this game, and it's going to show.
I think this is my lock of the week. I'm
No,
going to
we're not
take.
there yet.
Okay, well, I think Lions -3 are going to hit. Best running duo in the league, and Cowboys without Parsons. I think Lions can run over them.
So for me, like, it's funny because sometimes I'll bet against, like, I'll say, like, oh, I'll take the Lions, or whatever. But, like, last week I thought the Steelers were going to win, so I was like, oh, whatever, I'll take Dallas. I think the Lions are going to win this game, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take Dallas plus the 3 again. They're at home. Last year they beat the Lions. I guess you can say Micah and D-Law, they're both out, whatever.
What about Gibby?
Dak's the best player on the field, though. He's a better
Oh my
quarterback than
God,
Goff.
that's
Can they
so
stop Gibson,
debatable.
bro?
You think Goff's better than Dak Prescott?
I mean,
No, he's not.
That's not a
But,
debate. That's not a debate. I'll take the Cowboys plus 3.
Hey, we're inching closer to our first lone wolf. I don't think there's been a lone wolf. I'm going to take the Lions, so it's on Zach to make Cody lone wolf here. I'm going to take the Lions -3 off a bye. I think Laporta finally has a huge day. I think there'll be a lot of points in this game. I don't really see how it stays under 52.5, which I think is the total right now. It's obviously
That's
a higher
high.
total. Yeah, but the Lions secondary has been getting shredded. Like Geno's nasty, of course, but he was shredding them. But I think the Cowboys can do much of the same. I think Jalen Tolbert's kind of really finding his groove as the number 2 over there. Even when Cooks gets back, I think it's Tolbert's position. I think there'll be a lot of points, but I think the Lions do just enough. I'm going to say like 34-30 or something. A really great game. I think the Lions just sneak out of cover.
yeah, I have a little script in my head here. I feel like Lions, they get out to an early start. They have like a 14-point lead, and the Cowboys get to throw it. That's what I want. I want CD to have like a bunch of fantasy points in this game. But yeah, I like the Lions here. They're coming off a bye. They're a much better team. Like I said
I don't think
2 weeks ago, the Leonidas. This is the Army. This is the 300 right here. This is a very, very solid team. So I'm going to go with the Lions here.
Cincinnati Bengals at the New York Giants. Sunday Night Football, kind of a weird game for Sunday Night Football. The Giants are plus 3.5. Saw a stat today. I think it was a CBS podcast. Daniel Jones, I think, is 0-7 on primetime games.
That just backs me up.
Just saying, just throwing that out there. He's not very
He's
good.
the new Kirk.
I take back my comment that they're the worst team in the league because they beat my team. So they're no longer the worst team in the league, in my opinion.
They're like a top 5 team now.
Yeah, they're so good. But I'll let you start. Bengals, a desperation game.
This actually might be my what Will was saying before, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals here. That stat just even helps me more. But yeah, the Bengals are catching heat right now. They do this. They did this last year too, where they start slow and then they catch heat.
It's getting late early.
I don't know. Burrow. This is gonna be a blowout. A blowout. That's it. That's all I need to say.
I'm going to take the Bengals. Some of these feel really square, but I'm going to take the Bengals -3.5 as well. I don't really see the Giants. Giants came off a very good. Hats off to them. They went into Seattle. They played a fantastic game.
Wake up.
Brian Dable. This is
Wake up.
to say.
Wake
Seattle
up.
lost to the Giants, right?
Wake up.
Yeah.
And
No,
Wait, didn't you just say they were Super Bowl contenders?
they lost
Seahawks.
outright, right?
So what does that mean?
Yeah, Seahawks should still be very good. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just messing with him.
All right.
He just says a lot about Seattle, so.
I mean, yeah, you got
And
to.
then they lose to the
You
Giants.
deserve it.
After
man.
they went
With
on
no
Thursday-
Malik Neighbors. I forgot that too. Continue.
After
But they have
Wouldn't
Daniel
win.
Jones though. He's very good. He's
Wouldn't
very good.
After the Seahawks went on
Oh,
Thursday night,
okay.
we'll revisit those conversations. But for this game, I'm going to
Just a
take the
weird
Bengals
game.
-3.5. The Bengals, again, they always start slow, but we're in week 6 now. It's time for them to wake the fuck up. They need to win this game. They're going to win by 10-17. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm with Colton here. Bengals 10-17. That seems about the range. I'm thinking like 13. Sprinkle it. No.
Oh,
For them to win by 13. That's the number, bro.
Is this a good time? Yo, is this a good time to purchase their Super Bowl?
yeah, get a Super Bowl ticket on the
Maybe.
Bengals.
Is it?
They're plus,
Is
like,
it
they're
1-4?
I think they're 30-1.
This is
or
probably the
something.
best value you're gonna get them, and it's only up from here. To the
Yeah.
Bengals.
Yeah, they have to win the division first, though.
I think this is our sweep.
Yeah, I'm
Sweep
taking
on
the Bengals.
Yeah, I agree.
So this can't be a walk then, huh?
Well, it's the Giants, so. Is
Yeah.
Daniel Jones good?
Wait, Crane's going to do something stupid.
I'll take the Bengals, bro. I'll take them -3.5.
I was hoping you'd
Okay.
take the Giants.
Nate
I
Dogg?
was going to.
Home dog, Nate Dogg.
You already know where I'm going with this.
The DD.
No.
I'm going the Giants.
Designated dogs.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying Giants can win this game. I think Giants can lose this game. But
Okay.
I
It's
think
gonna be
they
a
can,
scrap
they can
battle?
keep it respectable. Like they can keep it at 1-2. Yeah.
Field goal.
Because Bengals defense, I'm not really that sold on them, especially if
bad.
Neighbors is back.
That defense has issues.
Dax Hill just rotated his
Torn
legs
his-
sideways, so he's
Yeah.
out for
They
the
have,
week.
they have problems.
Who is? So
Dax Hill.
with Neighbors there? Oh my
Right.
gosh.
You're a lone wolf. 'Cause I know
Giants.
CWheel's taking the Bengals right here.
I mean, I want to take the Bengals because I want there to be a lone wolf. but I mean that was not my original pick. I was
He's
going to
taking the
take
Giants. He's taking the
I was
G-Man.
taking Giants
Wow.
because they're coming off a great week. They now have two very, very serviceable starter running backs that can do both, catch passes, do whatever. I think they could change something up with that. They didn't have Malik Neighbors last week.
Wake up and the Bengals are 1-5. People might get
Yeah, I
fired
mean, it's,
over there. I
just,
don't know.
it's definitely not a good pick, but
Yeah.
like I wasn't. That was
No, that's
my
probably why
pick.
it's a great
That's-
pick, honestly.
yeah.
All right, we finished Monday Night Football in the Meadowlands. The Bills and the Jets. Robert Salah, get later, buddy.
Salah or
Put the-
Salah?
put what is it?
Salad.
Salad. Aaron Rodgers is the coach now. They're plus 2.5 at home. CWheel.
Mhm.
Start us out here.
I just have a question first. Who's a better pass defense, Baltimore or the Jets?
Jets.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking Jets.
Jets for
Plus 2.5. Just for that reason. Josh Allen was like 9 of 29 at one point against.
Dude, he
Baltimore.
was. Yeah, he finished
And
bad.
I don't know. He needs to turn it around, man.
He also got
James,
knocked out.
and
though.
also James Cook is not gonna win them that
Oh my
game
God,
on the ground
that's
against
true.
the Jets. It's just not possible.
I'm gonna take the Jets in this game. I think on the contrary, despite what people are saying, I think Aaron Rodgers had a big part in him getting fired.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Rodgers wanted him gone. And because, with that being said,
Oh, 100%.
With that being said-
that clip where he was like,
tripping.
uh,
he tried to develop whatever, and he was, yeah. I forget how,
No, he's like,
how that
he's
went.
like,
But
yeah.
with that being said, Salah being fired, I think the Jets are going to rebound. Aaron Rodgers is going to be more fired up, and Brees Hall, I think he gets
You need
two.
it,
He has like 10
Hey,
carries for like
hey.
20 yards the last 2 games.
You
Yeah,
need it, man.
that's great.
You need it.
I need it, and I think he gets going. And Garrett Wilson sprinkle another like a 15 target game, 20 target game.
I love it.
Jets.
I want to take the Bills because I'm rooting for the Bills because I think Robert Saleh didn't deserve to be fired. I think their defense has put the most they put up all season is I think 23
that's
or
true.
20.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
like it's all been on Rod. Like you got to play better, Rodgers. No
24 against
excuses.
the
No
Titans.
excuses.
23 against the Titans. I think that might have been there.
They've been good, bro. They haven't
3
been
interceptions
bad.
last week.
You were talking about
Yeah.
the Bills?
No, the Jets
So you're
defense has
taking-
been good.
Who are you
He's
taking?
taking the Bills.
The Bills, just because I think Rodgers. I think it's Rodgers.
He's saying justice for Robert.
yeah,
okay.
justice for Rodgers.
Justice for Salah.
He's a good guy.
No sweeps this week. No surges.
Yeah, I agree with Will. Like, well, to an extent, like with Salah, like I watched the Pat McAfee show.
Just riding Salah.
Yeah, like on the Pat McAfee show today, Rogers came on and he was basically saying like how he was kind of surprised that Salah got fired. Like,
Fuck that.
yeah, it kind of seemed like it, but it seemed like they have a good relationship. Like he was disappointed. He was talking about Salah's kids and stuff. How he has a good relationship with Salah's
serious?
kids. No, I'm dead.
Rogers
Was saying how he has a great. He was naming his kids' names. He said Adam.
His ass.
I think so.
He knows
So Rogers gave love to Adam. So I'm gonna give love to the new coach, Coach Rock. Of course, it's the DC. It's the DC out in the Jets. I hope he does good. Good luck to you, brother. I'm gonna be taking the Jets, man. Aaron Rodgers gonna bounce back. You're not gonna see another Aaron Rodgers 3-pick game all year. You're not gonna see it again. And I think they win the game outright.
How do you know, Coach?
I don't know.
I think he's locked in.
Well, I don't know. Like
Salah wasn't
Roberto Salah,
They
he
fired
has
him
a big
fucked up
family,
today, but, like-
you know, and he's a great family man. And the NFL, at the end of the day, the NFL is a business.
Is it Salah or Salah?
Robert Salah?
Oh my God, the Yankees are gonna be out of the playoffs before we know.
Cody.
And
All right, I'm gonna take the Bills. I'm a Josh Allen loyalist. Big fan, obviously. I think the Bills. I am concerned because when a coach gets fired, blah blah blah, they usually have a bump. You know, historically, I think that is a that is true. But
that's a joke.
I'm gonna take the Bills. The Yankees are choking over here. I'm gonna take the Bills minus 2.5. This is a football show. Taking the Bills minus 2.5.
I'm gonna ride the Salah fan base over there. This feels like a Robert Salah revenge game. He just got screwed. He got fired because of some drug addict, Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't be surprised if Robert Salah is coaching the Bills in a week, you know?
He should be. He's a good coach, bro.
But
You're
yeah,
saying it's a revenge game? It's a revenge game.
Yeah,
The
just
Bills are
wait,
gonna
just
win.
wait. Just wait, I'm getting there.
Okay, sorry,
He
sorry.
actually was.
Yeah, I don't know. Robert Salah,
Although
I think he's a good coach.
penalties
He didn't really have anything to work with, and
His
Rodgers comes in and act. He's like LeBron. Rodgers is kind of like LeBron.
Hard to hear.
Not a big LeBron guy, but Rodgers is kind of like LeBron.
But he didn't have that. I don't know.
I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the Bills here.
We're spiraling.
It's just like
That's what he's doing.
I'm taking the Bills.
Salah was
It's
supposed
not
to be
like
yes.
I'm distracted, bro.
He's on the Bills. He's on the Bills.
No, I'm on the Bills because Josh Allen had a terrible week, but he's a good quarterback. He's going to get it done here. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw a pick again.
Locks of the week, our best segment.
What am I, 2-3?
This season, 3-1-1. Zach 2-3. Nate Dogg 4-1. Cody 2-3. Crane only picked one game, so he's on one.
I feel sick about
But historically, look at those all-time numbers on the screen right there. Just beautiful, beautiful. Hope you're betting them. Very, very good. So we'll start locks of the week. We'll start with. I thought you were ready.
Yeah, no, I am ready.
Okay.
I am
We're gonna
ready.
start with
I'm just
Zach.
gonna go with like the obvious, very
use
obvious,
that word.
obvious one.
Bengals.
That's the Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be a rout. That's it.
That's it. No,
That's it. There. I mean, it's all there. We know Burrow's a way better quarterback than. Forget about it. I don't need to say much about that.
All right, I really kind of wanted to say Steelers, but it's way too obvious. I can't make that my lock. I have a reputation to uphold. I'm going Buccaneers minus 3.5. I don't believe in Rattler. I think the Bucs are a good team. They need to get some consistency going. I think they win this game by over. You're so distracted by the
Clay
game.
Holmes is in the game, bro.
Fifth
He's
inning?
Cookie Kimbrell. I'm gonna my lock.
Yes.
All right, yeah. Shit. Oh, perfect. I'm gonna take the Jaguars
Ooh.
plus 1.5 in London across the drink. I want it on a platter and I want it with souffle. So give it to me and give it to me a little Goldilocks, a little 3 tutties, a little bit, a little something.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the Jags.
I'm gonna take the Eagles spread because I think all those accusations and everything with Watson, I think really changed him as a person in his mind. I don't think his brain functions and processes like it used to.
Bringing some psychological analysis.
no,
there.
So I think Eagles get him.
Imagine the things that dude hears walking into stadiums. Do you think he
in
can get
public,
public?
bro, it's
That's
public
so true.
perception when he goes
But we
out of
do
his
not
house.
feel bad for Deshaun Watson.
No, yes, we don't.
My
You're the best
lock
in the show
is
this
I'm
year.
going Jaden Daniels and the Commanders
Wow.
plus 6.5 against the Ravens.
I like
I
it.
like that. Any other thoughts? No. Just
Yeah,
very
you know, I think that their offense is firing on all cylinders. The Ravens,
Every year
their
they do.
secondary has been very sus this year. I think that they're big play susceptible.
I like it. Right, for debut lock for CWheel here. Got to go 1-0. Crane failed to.
All right. Well, this might be. I don't know if this will be a first because
Lock it in, baby.
the most obvious locks. I do not believe is obvious, and I will take Giants plus 3.5.
Conflicting locks.
The
Beagles.
week.
We will
And-
not.
And I said before,
Holy
Daniel
shit.
Jones.
I like it.
He's got some young guns around him. They're all healthy this week.
And a big
And he got some big single digits. Devin single digits is
Single
now into the double digits this year, having his best season. Give me Giants plus 3.5.
Fantasy players of the week. One
Oh, yeah.
guy, maybe not super obvious to look out for this week. Cody, open us up.
I just want to say this is like if y'all don't have this guy in your lineup, you're bugging. This is a must start. I don't care if it's an 8-man league, a 10-man league, a 12-man league. Like I'm big into the fantasy. I love it. Mo Alley Cox. This guy is gonna go Brazzy. I don't care if it's Richardson. I don't care if it's Joe Flacco.
Wow.
My boy is going crazy. Start all platforms, PPR, whatever, Dynasty.
I don't know.
Mo Alley
I don't know
Cox
if
is a
I'm
starter.
starting it, man.
Y'all gonna look back at this and be like, yo, this dude fucking got a time machine or something. Yo. Hey, 2 tutties, like 80 yards, 8 catches.
So 2 catches, 80 yards. 2
Yeah,
touchdowns.
from Mo Alley Cox.
Wow,
Yeah, he's on the waivers too.
I could see
this
that.
could be a
You
waiver
sold me.
wire.
You sold me.
I'm
Wow.
telling you, Mo Alley Cox going crazy.
Oh yeah. So it's a big week for the Houston Texans coming up. We know they got some a good wide receiver room. They got Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs healthy, John Mechie, great guy. But there's one other guy in there that I think has a good chance of actually being the wide receiver 2, believe it or not. Well, not named that out of those guys. I think Xavier Hutchinson has a 71% snap share
Oh yeah.
over Tank Dell every snap in the second half after Nico Collins got hurt. I think if he's on waivers in Dynasty, he's a must pick up.
Gotta grab him.
In regular redraft, 12 to 14 maybe if you need him. But yeah, I think he has a chance to be good.
Yeah, my fantasy player lock of the week is none other than Romeo Dubes. I think he's gonna come back.
I hope so.
He's
No,
back.
he's
He's
back.
back.
He's back.
Yeah.
I
That
hope
was
so.
team
I hope so. I need
Romeo
it.
Dubes is
I
back.
like these.
He was frustrated with his role. I think Jordan Love is gonna feed him this game, and I think
You think his role will increase more than 8 targets?
Yeah.
The
Even
fantasy player this week, it's kind of obvious,
Gibson.
but I gotta go with Gibbs, bro. Jameer Gibbs. I think because a game like this, they're actually gonna have to try.
Does he
Like,
have a good
the Lions
matchup?
are gonna have to try
Cowboys,
this
yeah.
week.
No, agreed.
And
I
they'll
agree.
give it to Gibbs because
He's the Gibby.
everyone's gonna be watching this game.
Very
It's
sharp.
the best game on the sport.
That's a good
96 rushing yards,
That is a good one.
96.
one tutty, a couple catches, and a couple receiving yards.
All right. So
Jameer Gibbs.
no, but you said 96 rushing yards. Now you got to say the whole stat line. Though. You can't
Okay.
do that. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to talk too long, but
No,
I'll
it's
take
all good. Hey, we're
Gibbs,
in no rush. bro.
Gibbs receptions.
No
rush,
time
no.
limit.
I'll say 4 receptions and maybe like
4?
yeah, and
Okay.
like
It's a little
30,
low, don't you think?
and then like 30, 35 yards. And it's a Gibbs performance, 23, 25.
I like that.
Gibbs.
So
So
he's
Yeah.
gonna
No,
have.
I like that.
he's getting Gibby with it.
So
Yeah.
in his one and a good
I like
matchup,
that.
he's still gonna put up 17.
No, 24, bro. 23, 24.
I'm gonna go with a little cheesehead. I'm gonna go Tucker Kraft to get into the end zone twice. I alluded to it earlier. I like it. I like it. It's not good that we're conflicting guys here.
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft. Maybe they both get 2. I said the Packers might route
It's
them.
case.
It's
He's
case-
Give me,
Impossible.
give me the Kraft man, Kraft mac and cheese for 2.
I'm gonna go with a Baltimore dude who I feel like it's a good spot for him.
Shot Bateman.
Kohler.
It's a great spot for him. I mean, Mandrews sucks, and this guy he had a big week
I'm starting
one,
him.
but his
I'm
target
starting him because Kelsey's on the box.
his target share has gone down. I feel like this
I
guy
know.
he's a beast. I mean, he's an explosive weapon for this team that I feel like Lamar needs to use. Isaiah Likely,
I like
you
that.
must start him.
I like
You
that.
must
I like that.
start him.
Okay. Isaiah Likely. All right.
He will most likely go off.
Oh.
I agree.
He will most likely have 11
All right.
points.
I like it less. I like it less now. But,
11 points.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Week 6. We'll be back hopefully in a very exciting new location next week. Stay tuned for that. I want to thank CWheel and Crane for joining us.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Let's have a great
Exciting.
week. Let's make some money. Let's win our fantasy matchups, and we'll see you all soon.
Go Giants.
Sir.
Have a good
Give me,
week.
give me.
Giants.